That's when we started.
So anyways,
Talking.
things that stood out about each other.
We could be together forever. We could be together forever.
What's going on?
What's up, guys? We're back and better.
Alright, so it's finally the moment that we decided to make a Q&A video. Or as we're going to call it,
The
Q&R.
I'm tired of seeing Q&A all over my YouTube page and everything. Q&R stands for question and response. Stomp out Q&A, guys. Just like stomp out the bowling.
Okay. Alright, so some of you guys that have followed us on our Instagram accounts, we have received some of your guys' messages and we chose out the ones that we like the most. So we're gonna be answering those, which I wrote right here. So go ahead.
I'll go ahead and start it off. Let's get into it. Who's older? Who looks older? I'm just joking. Obviously, I look older, but I'm older and only by a month and a half maybe. Her
Yeah.
birthday is on February 27th and mine is January 4th. So I'm older by that much. I'm 18 right now and she's 17, still in high school. And I'm done with
Okay.
high school because I'm 18.
You're in my grade. You just graduated early.
So, anyways, I'm older by a month. Both our birthdays are in the winter
But I act like I'm the more mature person.
because she watches too many novelas, too many TV dramas and everything. Okay.
Alright. Biggest pet peeve about each other. Do you want to start or should I?
You can start.
Guys, my biggest pet peeve about Ruben is he always has to have his subs on all the time, and I hate it because like I like the subs, you know, they're like cool once in a while, but they're like hurting my ears, and he sees that I'm like this and he just turns it up and I'm just like,
Guys, literally feels like you're in a concert. You know when you go to like quinces or like big parties and they have like that loud music and it gets you in the mood like, oh my god, party time.
okay, but
'Cause
your
you can
subs are
feel it
like
in your-
illegal.
You can feel it in your body and everything.
It's
so,
like no.
So when I turn it on and I'm in such a little space, it feels like I'm in a concert. I'm like, yeah, let's go. And my seats vibrate, so I'm getting like a nice little
my
massage. And I just love them. It's good.
Like my ears like tickle. They feel like
It's because
they're
she's
tingling.
smaller. She's smaller, so
Okay.
I feel like it gets to her more.
Okay, so like sometimes it's like okay, you know, when I'm in a good mood, it depends my mood. Like sometimes I'll like subs, you know, but I'd rather listen to the lyrics instead of just the boom boom boom.
Okay,
boom,
honestly,
boom.
I'll admit, as soon as I wake up, going to school like at 6 something in the morning, 6:45, I have them on already. Or it can be like 12 at night and I'll have them
He does
on.
not care. Like sometimes we go out late, we come back into town like at it can be like 12 or 1. He has his subs on and everyone's sleeping and I'm just like, but I hate when I'm like just staring outside, like glancing at the nature, you know, and then he just turns him on and like it scares the crap out of me. Like
That's
I'm
why
like,
that's why I started.
and he does
warning-
not give me a heads up,
I
and
started-
I hate that.
I just started to give her heads up. I'm like, don't get scared. And then she just goes like this right away.
Yeah, I'm just like,
Alright, next question.
oh, I hate his subs.
Who's most overprotective?
You didn't answer the biggest pet peeve about me.
Oh, that's right. Okay. Guys,
I'm just kidding.
literally, I'll text her and I'll be like, hey, babe, I'm on my way, you know, be ready. I have no gas. My gas light's on. And she'll be like, okay, I'll be ready. And I let her know.
Your gaslight stays
like,
being on.
like 10 minutes before I get to her house. And when I'm on my way, I'm like, hey, I'll be there like in 3 minutes. I'm on my way. And she's like, okay, I'll be ready. I pull up and I'm like, I'm here. She's like, okay, I'm coming. 5 minutes go by. She's still not coming out. And I'm like, okay, starting to get a little irritated. My gas light's still on. When is she going to come out? So I call her and she's like, you're so impatient. Oh my God. You just got here, blah, blah.
Okay, because girls take forever.
But
We
I'm
need
like,
our time.
I've been letting you know like 2 hours ago that I was already coming. 10 minutes when I was at my house. It took me time to heat up my car. It takes me time to drive over there. I let you know when I was heading that way. I've been waiting outside and you're still not ready. It's crazy, guys. That's my biggest pet peeve about her. All right. Who's most overprotective?
That's
I think she is most over. I'm just
Are
joking.
you
Okay,
serious?
okay.
Oh my god.
Honestly, I'm most overprotective, but
It's always the guy.
it's because she's my girlfriend, right? So I just have a look out on her because she's so cute and small, guys. On camera, she might look tall and stuff, but she's like this big in real life. And she's so cute. And then, so I never want her to get hurt because I feel like if someone bumps into her, like when we go somewhere, like it's going to hurt her, you know?
So you're saying I'm weak?
No, I just feel you're delicate.
Let's fight.
You're fragile. So like we go somewhere and I feel like she'll always get hurt. So I'm just always watching out for her. Or I don't know, I just like taking care of her, making sure everything's always good with her and stuff. Someone is really protective. And I know how guys can be, you know, the single guys especially. They're like, oh, hey, blah, blah. Because they think they're funny when they're in the group with their friends. Tell me if I'm wrong.
Alright.
Okay, go.
So, craziest thing you both have experienced? I think it was with that car crash that we saw.
With that car crash that you almost got me into?
Okay, no. Okay, so me, Ruben, and his family went out to eat and we went out to the mall. We were having a good time and we were coming back home.
This
And
was
suddenly-
us driving.
And like his dad was like looking at the mirror and he was like, shit, shit, shit. And like I thought it was a cop. So like I turned around, like we all turned around because we thought he was getting stopped. And like we
I thought
see
we were
this
getting
car.
pulled over because my dad was like, oh, shoot, you know, and he's looking in the rearview mirror and I was like, you know when you're getting pulled over and your stomach just drops even though you're not the one getting pulled over, you're like, oh man, you just get scared. So I was like, oh, I don't even want to look back because then
Yeah,
it's
we
always,
didn't look back at first.
we always like,
But he kept saying, oh shit, shit. So like we like turned around and like
it's because like, hold on. It's like a natural reflex, like not to turn around. My parents were Hispanic and they're always like, when there's a cop behind you, it's like, don't look back. They're going to pull us over.
no te muevas.
So they're like, even like, they're like, sit down. So I can literally go like this and like, quit turning.
Don't move.
Because they think we're going to get pulled over. So
But
it's an instinct just to sit there.
so like we turned around and then like the first thing we saw was this car. It like, oh my
It was
god, it was crazy.
We turned
It was
around, right? So I turned around. I don't know if she got to see much of it.
I did.
But we were passing by a Walmart and my dad was saying that, right? And I was like, oh, I'm old enough. I'm going to look back this time because I've never looked back. So this time I looked back like this and I see there's a car. It's like a little SUV. So they're guessing there was kids in there and like a family.
Yeah, he said that when we passed him there was kids in the vehicle.
So there's this car and it just starts like swerving like back and forth. And it was a nice day. There wasn't no rain. It wasn't snowing. It was just a summer day. So I'm guessing maybe he just lost control, you know, swerved a little. And then he couldn't control it or she couldn't control it. And then I just see it swerving and it went onto the gravel part of the road. And that's when it just like picked up in the air and it flipped like 4 times. It hit the ground the first time.
Flipped. Didn't like a wheel fall off?
It was bad.
I swear.
The
like,
first
it went,
time,
like, boom,
it
boom.
flipped in the air, it hit the ground.
And then it flipped again.
Everything was already like
It
broken.
flipped like 3 or 4
like
times.
I saw the hood, like it happened in a matter of seconds. The first time it hit, like half the car was already gone. The second time, the third time, the fourth time, it was just all crushed. It was the craziest thing ever.
And we were gonna go back to help them out, but there were so many cars behind us, we could not stop or we could not make a U-turn. And then we saw
By that time,
other
cars had
cars-
already pulled over. Okay, on to the next question. My biggest fear, our biggest fear, you can start with this one. She'll start with this one.
number
Whoa.
one biggest fear,
That's her biggest fear right there.
Ruben driving. I'm just kidding. Like, he drives fast, but he's a good driver. Like, he's the best driver. Like,
Yeah, I
ever.
don't
Like,
drive
I'm
with
not even gonna lie. He's a really good driver.
I'm not putting hate on people who drive with 2 hands, but I feel like it's hard to drive with 2 hands. How are you gonna turn and be like, I know that's the proper way, but
Like, I turn with 2 hands. Like, sometimes I turn with one. I drive with my left hand, even though I'm a righty. I always have to drive with my left hand.
or like the people who like sit up all the way to like their steering wheel and they're like looking
Okay.
overboard.
I can't reach. Literally, guys, this is me. Like, this is a steering wheel, and I have to go be like, cause like my foot won't reach the pedals.
She's so close to the steering wheel. Her arms like this on the steering wheel. She's
No,
like,
they are not.
the
No,
steering
they're
wheel
not.
stops like right here. She's like this, like. your
Okay,
biggest
but
fear.
my biggest number one fear will have to be obviously like losing my parents or like a family member that's like really close to me, or losing my husband. That's going to
married?
be my husband.
Oh,
We're going to be married.
it's an abusive relationship. Help me.
Okay, but like besides all of that, my biggest fear are snakes. I cannot mess with snakes.
Snakes are.
I can't
ugly.
see snakes. I can't be around snakes. I can't even see snakes on TV, huh?
No.
Because I will like imagine it like, oh my gosh, I can't even talk about it. You don't.
Same
talk
with
about
me.
it.
My biggest thing are snakes. Once I had one of these friends who were into snakes. They'd pick it up by the tail in the front, like the head part with a stick. And I was riding my bike down the street and like, look, we got a snake. And since they were fast, they caught up to me even though I was on my bike. And they threw it and it landed right on my back. Like I could feel that little weight and I was just like, oh. Dumbest thing you guys have ever argued about. All right. The biggest thing or the dumbest thing we usually argue about, and it's not my fault, it's her fault. Okay. So just like
Make me mad.
she said, I usually have my subs on and stuff. So I have like specific artists whose songs like hit harder, you know? And I'm just like, oh, this one, this one, this one. And I'm going to pick her up, so I already have my phone plugged into the aux and everything. I'm jamming out and everything. And she comes in, and it feels like I'm in my own little concert, you know? I'm singing the lyrics to it and everything. And she comes into the car and she's like, let me see the aux cord and all that stuff. So I'm like, okay, you know, here, play it. And
Okay,
she
you're
ends
not
up,
nice about it.
No, I'm like,
He's like,
I'm like,
wait
like-
until it's over.
no, I'm like, fine, here. You know,
No,
because
you're
I'm
like,
jamming
no.
out, but I don't want to be rude. So I'm like, fine, here. And I'm like, she might play something late, you know, you never know. It's just a surprise. And she ends up
Okay.
playing some, like, let's say, like, some really good rapper that you guys like, right?
Lil Xan.
Name your guys' favorite rapper. Just think of your favorite rapper right now. And then all of a sudden, it goes from rap to, like, literally some, like, Kids Bop or something.
No, it does not. No,
It's
it
just like,
doesn't.
I'm a little teapot.
No.
When you were just getting
No,
hyped to
it
like,
doesn't. Guys, I
like,
don't listen to
yes,
Little Teapot, swear.
you can be getting
Swear.
hyped to like started
Swear.
from the bottom, now we here, and then it'll just be like A B C,
No.
and I'm like, are you serious?
No.
That's how I feel. And she gets, and I'm like, okay, can you change it? And she changes it to like, I came in a wrecking ball.
I don't listen
And I'm
to
like,
this.
oh my god, can you change it again? She's like, take the aux cord back. You're always complaining about my music, blah blah. And I'm like, play something new, something from like these days.
Okay, first of all, every time I play a new song, he's like, oh, what's it called? What's it called? And
No.
then like
Listen,
2 days
listen.
later,
No.
he's
No.
playing it in his car.
No.
And I
No.
asked where he got it. I was
No.
like, oh, Ruben, where'd you hear that song from? Like, I obviously know he got it from me. And then he's like, I don't know.
No.
Yes, yes,
No.
yes. Things that stood out from one another when you guys first started talking. And like the first thing that stood out when me and him were just like talking was that like we were so much alike. We were so much alike. Like
We were.
it was so crazy. Like we like the same kind of things, like the like food, like everything. It was like crazy.
We'd go to McDonald's. She'd be ordering at this register. I'd be ordering at this register, and we'd be like, chicken nuggets at the same time or something.
No, we wouldn't.
Yes, we would.
But like, and sometimes we would like text, you know, like, oh hey, what's up, this and that, you know.
No, you would
And-
not. You were like, hey, Ruben.
No.
HEEYYYYYY.
No.
Yes. Something that stood out from her.
In his jawline that he doesn't have no more. Eat healthy.
It looks like I still got it.
My butt chin. You can't
I
really
look
see
like
it right now.
I look like Channing Tatum. Hey, anyways, something that stood out from her was her looks. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not all about, oh, she has a good body, blah blah. Her personality obviously stood out because she was really like attractive, you know, like she was funny, she was respectful and everything. But something that stood out was her looks. Like I was like, wow, like she dressed really nice, like to school. Like she would wear like
Now I
a
dress
dress
like
and like
this.
high heels and everything. And like I don't know. And she was always like, she was athletic too. She was in soccer. She cheer and all this stuff, and I would take her to practice, and I was always like, oh wow, you know, she's in sports, that's attractive and everything. So that's something that stood out to me. She was smart. She would act really slow. I think it was just so she could get help from me, but she'd be like, I don't know how to
I would
do
never
this.
ask.
I don't
Oh my
understand
gosh,
it.
I would never ask him for help.
I don't understand it.
So-
and then I'd be like, hey, I don't understand this. And the teacher would be like, yeah, I don't understand this either. And Beta would come out of nowhere and be like, oh, this is how you do it. And I'd be like, what the heck? Since when do you know anything?
Okay, so I would never ask for your help, especially on something that's gonna be graded.
That's why you failed.
We took
That's why
a
you failed
big-
your ITBS.
No, I
Your
didn't.
probably failed
Okay,
it.
look, guys, we took like a big. I think it was like a final. It was a big test in geometry, and our teacher was like, there was only one student in the class who failed. Guess who it was? Guess who it was? Ruben Chavez. I looked over at his paper. That big old F.
I don't know why she would say that. Everybody obviously knew it was gonna be me. It was a bunch of smart kids, and
I
then there
told
was
everyone
me.
it was Ruben.
Things you love about each other. That's hard. My list is like.
All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna end the video.
Bye. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Things you guys love about each other. Go. Because I've already started all the questions.
No,
Go.
you didn't. Rock, paper, scissors. Shoot.
One time?
Shoot.
One time.
Yeah.
Here, it's rock,
Yes,
paper,
yes.
scissors,
Yeah,
shoot.
that's what I said already.
Okay.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Let's go.
I stay taking it.
Who's trying to play rock, paper, scissors?
Let's play against them. Ready?
Show your face.
Ready? Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. I thought I won.
Okay, let's see if you can beat the champion. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Oh, that was a tie. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Oh, that was a tie. Rock, paper, scissors,
Shoot.
shoot. Oh.
Okay. Something that stands like that I love about Ruben is that I can trust him with
I'm
everything.
handsome.
I can trust him with everything. He's always there for me.
And I'm
Like-
handsome.
He's always there for me when I need him. It literally can be like 3 in the morning. He will come running down to my house because I need him.
Literally, I have ran before, like at 3 in the morning.
He has. What I also love about him is that he has a really big heart. That he puts other people like before him, and that's good. Cause you know who doesn't want a man like that. Also, he's a hard worker. Even though he looks like he's lazy, he's bummy. Sometimes
Lazy and bummy. Lazy and bummy.
it was just a Monday
Wearing
for
sweats,
school.
wearing-
I'm not gonna wear something nice on Mondays.
Hey, lazy and bummy.
Okay, for real. So he's always understanding. He's like really understanding, and he's just a great boyfriend. He's always there when I need him, like I said. And I just love him so much. And he shows me that he loves me. He's always telling me that I'm beautiful, even when I look like this.
She still has a face to back it up.
You know, he just has a big heart, and I've never met anyone like him. And I'm just lucky to have him.
No one tried comparing to me. I'm
Oh,
just
and I
joking, guys.
love how great he gets along with my family and my little siblings.
Something that I love about her is she's always really kind. I don't like. She's literally really kind. I can be like, hey babe, can you go do this for me? Like she can be when she wants to be. She can be like at school and I'll be, hey babe, I forgot this or I'm hungry. Can you please go back and get it? And she'll be like, yeah, sure thing. And she'll turn back around and go get it and like come back with whatever I asked for. Or I can be like, hey, I'm really hungry today. And she'll be like, oh, you know, I'm going to make you this. Or she'll take me out to eat. And she's always, when I'm sick or something, she's always like, oh, babe, don't do this. You're going to get more sick. Oh, watch out and all this stuff. She's always really nice to me. And she's always asking me, oh, do you want this? Oh, do you want this? I can do this for you if you really want this and all this stuff. She's really nice. And I don't know. I love so many things about her.
Aww.
And I
That
love
made
how
me
she,
tear up.
I love how she's like my best friend, literally. Like when we argue, Why you crying? We argue, but since we know each other so well, I can literally be like, okay, I'm sorry, blah blah, and then we're good. So there's like nothing not to love about her. She's a really big baby, and it's cute.
So that's it for today.
Q&R. Q&R. We made it official this morning with YouTube. Q&R. And you're watching Disney Channel.
All right, so that's it for today's video, guys.
Hope you guys enjoyed the
We'll be
vlog
back
or the
with
Q&A.
some more.
Hope you hit the subscribe button, hit that like button, make sure to leave comments because
Make sure
We're still trying to give
comment
out-
down
we're still trying
what
to
you guys want us to do next.
We're still trying to give out that $20 gift card, but we don't have enough comments to choose from. So make sure to go back to our previous videos and leave a bunch of comments.
Oh, in the video about how you can get shoes from us will be uploaded sometime this week or next week. So stay
So
tuned
make sure to keep hitting the subscribe button, leave
on
likes,
how you can win some shoes from us.
and make sure to leave comments so we know what you guys want us to do.
All right, bye.